Yes, looking at those goals, at my goals that I've completed, some of them will go back on the list next year and some of them aren't really as important to me as I thought they were at the start of the year, funny enough. There were some goals on there that I didn't really, I had a goal on there that was just because, just for me, just because, I think they called it, just any random goal setting item. And it was to buy a Rolex.
Okay.
I could go and buy a Rolex today. I could.
But
I don't feel that I need one, or like I don't want it enough to go and get it.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
So it's like, why should I go spend 20, 30, 40 grand on a watch? This one's telling the time just fine at the moment. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather, and it's like that. I always battle as you do as well. It's like, oh, should I get that or could I spend an extra 10 grand on ads? Should I get that or should I spend an extra 40 grand and employ someone? So I'm at that battle now. And then again with the C-suite, I've put an extra person who's getting very well paid in my company. Go, fuck, I've got to come up with this money every week, every month.
Come from somewhere.
It's got to come from somewhere. Should I be going to get a Rolex to celebrate that? No, not necessarily.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. So I think about that a little bit too. I had no intention of buying a new car, bought a new car. All right, tick that one off. That's done.
That wasn't a goal.
No, it was one of the goals.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, I had it on there to buy a car.
There you go.
But I had no intention of actually buying one. I thought, that could be something that could happen. And I ended up going, fuck it, let's buy a new car. Which I love, by the way.
The new car?
I can't believe how much I enjoy driving the car.
How good's the car?
Yeah.
It's a sick car, dude.
So Ford Ranger, off topic, it's such a step up from the previous generation.
Dude, it's
such a step up. Well done. Good on Ford.
I had someone take my car the other day, and they had they're the reason I bought the car. The person who was driving my car, but he had the 4-cylinder, and he sold it.
Ah, right.
But I drove that, and I was like, "This is a sick car."
Yeah.
And then when I was going to buy this, I ran to buy him, and he was like, "Yeah, man, no brainer." But then he drove the V6, and he's like, "Hey, the V6 is a whole nother level."
Yeah.
He's like,
So he got the car in shape, but in a 4-cylinder.
He had it. He doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah. So I think that's a mistake. I'm glad I didn't do that.
4-cylinder.
Yeah.
Even
I was
he
never
said
going to that.
He's like, even the 4-cylinder felt a bit trucky because
It's truck. Like car. That's what it was like. It was trucky. This one's car-like. But yeah. How about yourself? Did you have some goals at the start of the year?
Yeah, of course.
How do you feel about them coming? Because guys, this is mid-November now.
Yeah.
How many weeks we got till the end of the year? Till Christmas? 6 weeks?
If that, yeah.
Yes, 5 to 6 weeks, and then probably another 7, 8 weeks till New Year's, when all of you are going to sit down and go, I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to lose 5 kilos. No, you're fucking not.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's a spontaneous piece of bullshit that you're telling yourself. You got to really sit down and think about what you want, not just going, this is what I'm going to do this year. New year, new me. Sorry.
I think no, go give it to him.
Give it to him. Not here to be your friend.
I think
Here to change your life.
I think you're not supposed to get all your goals.
Cool. That's a good way to look at it. But hey, is that an excuse?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Because if you
Please elaborate.
If you got all your goals, did you really push yourself? Did you really?
Were they that ambitious goals? Yeah.
Did you really aim?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I want to lose one. I want to lose 2 kilos.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah.
Did you really aim as far as you could? Did you really stretch yourself? Did you really try and do things that were kind of out of the realms of possibility?
Yeah.
And I think if you come to the end of the year and you're like, I ticked every single one off. That's something you need to ask as well. Mm-hmm. That's in my opinion.
Hey.
Yes.
Have a top 10 podcast in Australia.
Are we there? Surely. Well,
Surely. After this episode.
Yeah, and whilst you're listening to this.
And hey,
there's only
year's not over.
Year's not over.
The year's not over.
You know what it is that helps you get top 10 though?
No.
You don't know?
No, I wouldn't actually.
It's actually...
have no idea.
No idea?
I mean, look, this is only my first year I've been doing a podcast.
You're right. I think one of the key aspects is making sure that people subscribe.
How would they do that though?
You know that we have a lot of people who listen to this who aren't currently subscribed. Most people listen on Spotify.
Yeah, cool.
80+% of our listeners listen on an Apple iPhone.
So you can tell that as well.
I can tell everything.
Shit.
40% are wearing black jocks. Everyone's just looking at their jokes now.
Robbie knows. Robbie knows.
We know it all.
But can I ask a question with that? How do you know it's an iPhone? It actually tells you on that what the device is. It? Wow, that's interesting.
Like iPhone
Do
or
you
Apple
use-
or Android.
Because obviously you listen back.
iOS and Android.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you can see that.
Do you? Oh, you obviously listen back to this podcast and you subscribed, aren't you?
I'm definitely subscribed.
What platform do you use?
Me?
Yeah, to listen to the podcast.
I actually don't listen to this podcast.
Shit.
Yeah.
You had to listen back.
No, I sometimes check the clips just to make sure that all the editing's okay.
Yeah.
Because I can be a bit.
I think I've listened to every episode.
You have?
Start to finish.
I don't. Sometimes I just watch or sometimes I'll watch so we got on YouTube.
The 7-minute clips.
Yeah,
or whatever.
those clips. Like sometimes if that pops up on my feed, I'll just watch it just to see, because I want to see, make sure the editing, like make sure the team are doing the right thing and they're starting at the right point, ending at the right point. You know what I noticed the other day that really bothered me, and I'm going to bring it up now live. Whenever we set up, last time we did this, one of these was upside down, and I was watching the mic and the road was upside down, and I got so annoyed.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like,
see, I don't watch it. I very rarely watch it. I will listen to it, and I normally use
I
the
love YouTube.
Apple Podcast.
use Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
Most of our listeners are on Spotify.
Yeah, there you go. So anyway, they subscribe.
Yeah, to make us put us in the top 10 and
Put
make
us in the top 10. Make sure I get my
gets
goal this
his
year.
Goal this year.
Come on, it's not all
fucking
me.
around.
It's not all me.
Stop fucking around. How can you set a goal where
Can I just say something though? So it's a pretty ambitious goal to have in the first year of having a podcast, isn't
I
it?
agree.
Yeah, top 10. It's fucking pretty good in Australia, and I didn't say the world, just said Australia.
are you trying to
It's
find
your
it?
you
second
reckon-
year having a
Well, now
podcast.
we're in the second year. Yes,
Yeah.
we're still in the year of 2020. When did we start?
23. Yeah.
2023.
Yeah.
Shit.
Told you, second year.
Holy shit. We're in the second year. So we're in 24 though. So, okay. Yeah, that's all right. It was a 24 goal. So that's okay. Had I not had that goal, I mean, would you be pushing to try and to get to that? You know, hey, I just want to have a top 5,000 podcast in Australia.
We're there.
Yeah. Oh, tick.
Yeah.
Done. So it lies completely with what you're saying. And the other day you messaged me and you're like, hey, I'm like, what? Because there's 70 fucking comments on this on this clip.
I haven't
I'm
talked
like,
about that.
what are you talking about? I go, what are you talking about? Because I don't watch the YouTube clips. He goes, 70 people are fucking
Yeah,
commenting
dude,
on
I
this
just-
clip.
I
And, I go,
freaked.
and then it's 100 because you
Yeah.
get a notification every time.
I open up
See,
my emails, it's just like
Ding,
comment,
ding,
comment,
ding,
comment,
ding,
comment.
ding.
And I'm like, what's happened?
We put a 7-minute clip up about the episode when we were talking about Welcome to Country and saying how we disagreed with it and it was rubbish and they need to get rid of it, all that sort of jazz.
I was surprised at how many people agreed.
I wasn't.
Wow.
I wasn't.
I was surprised.
It's like, you know,
I was quite surprised.
it's funny. It's like you see how many people, when you speak to them about, I've never met anyone that likes Dan Andrews and supports Dan Andrews. You know what I mean? I'm still yet to find a person. Most people, that's why he's leaving. Because he's out of power.
Who's
now.
that?
Dan
He used to be
Andrews
the premier.
Used to be the premier of
of
Victoria.
Victoria. Anyway, but yeah, I think a lot of people feel the same way about
At
that.
Dan Andrews.
That and also the Welcome to Country. But that's why it was a bit of a,
Saying what everyone's thinking.
yeah, exactly right. That, but also I think when you talk a little bit of controversial topics, people tend to tune in then too and put their 2 cents in because they get very opinionated with those sorts of things. But regardless, we had to put in the work. We had to do the push-ups. The video's got 3,000-4,000 views, whatever it might be now. And it's our best clip, as in from ratings and comments.
Yeah, 100%.
No, sorry, from views and comments.
Yeah.
And then we went up, you know, saying over the course of that month, we had an extra 50 subscribers on the channel. So all this effort, because this podcast takes effort, time, money from both of us, everything we're doing will contribute to us becoming a top 10 one day.
I agree.
Yeah. But even though I've got the goal of that being top 10 this year, we haven't achieved it.
Yeah, but
so
I think-
should I be disappointed?
No, I think some goals roll on, but you mentioned before that some goals you worked out are not a priority or are no longer a priority.
Oh yeah, that's what I found with some of them for myself. Yes.
Well, how do you work that out?
I think you just grow and change throughout the year. So it's like, well,
But how do you now know that goal is no longer, it doesn't mean as much to me?
I don't know. I think just time
you know
tells
what I
you
mean?
that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would say just time tells me that, because at the time I wrote it, it did mean a lot. Fast forward 6 months. Oh, you know what? That doesn't actually mean that much to me anymore.
Yeah. So how do you know that it doesn't mean as much?
Priorities?
Because you're not doing it, or not working towards it.
Not working towards it, maybe. Yeah.
Something
Maybe
like-
maybe I thought, okay, it was really important for me to get a Rolex, and it's not. And my priority changed. I said, no, I'd rather put on a GM. And then a GM isn't on this list, but it
Isn't
has
it?
been. No,
I
not at
thought-
the start
I
of the
thought it
year.
was.
I don't think so.
Are you looking at the list?
I'm looking at a list, but I did refine this list when I did a goal setting course. But the GM wasn't on that list.
Did
I
you
don't
do a
believe.
post?
Yeah, but that's not that one. So yeah, looking at that, I was like, okay, well, yeah, I've achieved something else that I wanted to do. And then maybe it's been at the sacrifice of doing something else. Don't know. I think it was a priority. That's all it came down to, why I didn't want to do that goal anymore. And that's not to say that might not be on the goal next year for me to get.
Well, yeah. Why would you remove it? That's what I was trying to ask. Like, why? How do you know when?
It's time to remove a goal.
Yeah.
I mean, does it fill your cup? Does it serve your purpose? Does it drive you? Does it give you fulfillment? Like that's probably what I would look at. Like, why would I? Why? Okay, so
Hold on,
for
Matt.
me,
So, do all your goals have to be fulfilling?
they have to have some level of meaning. Fuck. Sorry,
So
stiff
that-
shoulder.
So,
Shoulder. So
some level of meaning.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but
Otherwise,
so-
what's the point of it?
Meaning is not fulfillment, right? Like, it might be, I need to lose weight because otherwise I'm going to die.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
That might not feel good. Doing the weight loss thing might not feel good.
yeah, but you'll feel good once you're 50 kilos lighter. You'll get fulfilled. You get fulfillment out of being alive for longer.
Yeah, or like, I need to
Maybe it doesn't for everyone.
Make it this
I would
certain
try. I
amount.
think for me, it would be important. It would give me more purpose to want to achieve the goal if it was going to fulfill me in life. So maybe there's a little. I would look at it in the sense, well, I want to do it so it does have a bit more purpose to it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like why would I want to do it? Why do I need to do it if it's not filling your cup? Do you know what I mean? So I look at it from that perspective.
yeah, I guess sometimes the process is not the fulfilling part.
Yeah, sometimes it is. You know, enjoying the journey. Because like this journey of the podcasting journey, I don't know, 55, 56 episodes in, like this has been a great journey along the way.
This has been sick.
Yeah, I've enjoyed every episode. Every episode that we've done.
Listening-
Maybe there's a
listening
couple
or
that were
recording?
shit. Maybe there's a couple that were shit.
There has to be shit episodes.
Has to be. Like you listen to our very first episode.
No, I wouldn't say they're shit episodes. I'd say they're not as good as the other one.
Yeah.
That's
There's
what it
definitely
is.
guys like
yeah,
that.
because
There's
then if
definitely
it's
ones like
not,
that.
you're, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, that means you had no, because just as there is episodes that are not as good, there are episodes that are way better.
Correct.
Do you know what I mean?
Correct. I said it to you today when I walked in. I was
You
like,
did?
I said, oh, that episode was sick. The one with you and, don't tell me. Starts with F.
It does.
Fuck.
Figgy.
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 That's right.
That would be a
Figgy.
sick name, by the way. Figgy.
You should change it.
Yeah.
Fabian.
That's the one.
Good episode. I was saying to you, I learned
episode.
something.
Yeah.
I was learning. I'm like, cool. I better write that down. So yeah, definitely, you're going to have that with all aspects of what you're doing in your business and your life.
But yes, to answer your question from before, do I have goals that I haven't achieved? 100%. I've got
Have goals that you have
business-
achieved.
Yes.
Cool. Good.
I'm pretty sure. Probably should review my goals more.
And this is a great opportunity for all of you to do the same. Even if it's now, just listen to this podcast, all right? Put it on pause or just think about it as we're talking. Have a bit of a think about what did you really want to do at the start of the year? And if you haven't done anything about it, because that's really prevalent in people's lives. You know, life gets in the way. Life gets in the way of you actually working on your goal. You might be busy at work. You might be busy looking after the kids. You might be busy stressing about money, whatever it might be. But things get in the way, and it's always, as you said before, it's an excuse. And it does come down to it being an excuse for you not doing a goal. And I think there'd be a lot of people who did that whole New Year's resolution, New Year, new me bullshit. I'm going to stop smoking. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to do all these amazing things. I'm going to go on the holiday. It's going to be about me. I'm going to celebrate my family. I'm going to connect with my friends. I'm going to do whatever it is. And you probably haven't done anything about it. What do you say to those people?
You got to be honest with yourself.
I think so.
You got to be honest with yourself and work out. That's the hard part, I think.
Accountability. You're having that. And that's what I said to my coach the other day. I said, why should I have been more progressive than what I am? Right? And, you know, if he was going to be, and he was honest, he goes, yeah, like you could be. Absolutely, you could be. But you obviously haven't made it your number one. You haven't made it more of a priority over something else. You haven't made it more of a priority over eating pizza with Robbie a few weeks ago, you know? And it was 100% your fault that I don't have a six-pack. That's all it is.
You're welcome.
How's your pizza thing going anyway? Just seen a few episodes.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. Or if you want to watch the full episode, you can click over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.